the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, and to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, and to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow the star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for an heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. The world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with this last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable, the unreachable, the unreachable star. And I'll always dream the impossible dream. Yes, when I'll reach the unreachable star. Now on to Dawn and nobody else.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Happy Friday, everyone. Wow, what a full set. What a full week. Baxton, nice job. Just in time to get ready for our Super Bowl and Valentine's weekend. It is Friday. Freddie is out today, so we're going a little, I'd say girl style, but we got the guys in the house. We're kind of 50-50 here, but they're decorating for Halloween. They're having a great time. I mean, Valentine's Day, sorry.
One of the holidays.
That's a holiday. It's decorated. There's hearts, there's pink, there's red, there's all kinds of glitter. All I can say, girls, it's time to get some glitter going. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at the Brooklyn Cafe for exclusive behind-the-scenes content. We've got a giveaway. Are we going to talk about the giveaway yet, Grace?
Yes.
We've got a giveaway, so like, follow, share any of our content, and be entered to win this lovely basket. We've got some tea, coffee, cookie dough, and a Brooklyn Cafe show mug entered to win. Just drop your name down below or send us a like or a post. There you go, new giveaway. Follow us on Instagram. Be entered into the drawing of this lovely basket. Kind of fun, just in time for Valentine's Day. We've got some new crew doing some great things. They're doing a whole newsletter story on what does love mean to you. You'll see some crew superlatives floating around as everyone's getting ready for the holiday.
I thought a superlative was a bad thing.
Superlative, it's kind of like, remember when you were in high school, the seniors did like most likely to?
Okay, like when I heard it,
Mike, they're going to scream, Mike, 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 Mike.
when I
Is he one?
superlative, I always thought, oh, you get a superlative, it's a bad thing.
That's a detention.
No, like
That's a suspension.
no, like I heard like a superlative. It's like being yelled at. Oh, you get a superlative.
Best smile, funniest.
What do you think your superlative would be? Best voice,
Ugly, no.
most likely to make you laugh. I don't know. Have some fun with those this weekend. Best
Maybe sexiest.
laugh. Sex.
Don't say no
Best
like that. How
Valentine's
dare
Day
you?
date. I don't know. We got some things coming up, but we've got a lot of events happening for you. Wow, I feel like I've got events and events and more events. Save the date. On March 21st, we've got Sunscape Boca Raton is doing their second annual artist showcase. But Sunscape Boca, right on Boca Rio Road between Glades and Palmetto Park. It is a new assisted living and memory care facility, and we are going to be featuring all of the artists here. If you are an artist and you want to showcase your art, proceeds go back to benefit the Walk to End Alzheimer's tickets. The link will be available shortly. It will be $25 for a ticket, and all proceeds go back for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Vendors as well. All the fees associated with the event will go back to support the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And somewhere in everyone's family, there is someone suffering, unfortunately, with this disease of dementia, Alzheimer's, memory loss, and it affects everyone. So check out more information coming on that. It's going to be on Thursday night, March 21st. And then on Saturday, March 23rd, we've got Saturday Night Dance Fever with Denny Terrio. And if you are somewhere around my age, you will totally remember Danny Terrio. We've got the oldies. We're going to play that commercial for you also. There's opportunities for vendors, for sponsorship, and some great music. So come out and check that out live at Meisner Park Amphitheater in East Boca Raton. And then we move into April. We're going to save that, but there is Concours d'Elegance coming to you on April 21st. So a lot of great stuff happening right here in our own neck of the woods, as they say. Getting ready for Super Bowl. There is the smell of French fries in the studio at the moment. It's a combination of French fries and pizza rolls because they're doing their little, I know for some reason the French fries didn't get cooked. You should see Josh's face.
funny.
He's like, oh, what? I don't know.
They were in the oven for like 20 minutes.
They were in there for a long time. I don't know why they didn't seem to quite cook well enough. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, they've got some random questions for their taste test. Grace, who's playing along with you? Got Josh is going to do it, and not Baxton, because Baxton doesn't do spice. So
do it. It's good TV.
more to come on the other side of this commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. Let us know how you're going to spend this beautiful Friday and enter to win on any of our social media platforms this lovely Brooklyn Cafe show Valentine's Day basket. More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Ant Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
A burning question.
And I am scared.
You're scared.
I'm very scared. I cannot do spicy.
Because he loves hot sauce so much.
I cannot. See, like, I'm suffering for you people watching, so just enjoy the show.
So we give him double the hot sauce. We'll give him a double shot.
Oh, shut up.
Double shot.
It's like the next Starbucks drink. They already did the olive oil in the coffee. Now they're going to put the hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Put hot sauce
I'll take a double shot hot sauce, please.
All right, so what do we got? Questions on the screen, or what do we? How's it going to work?
Kennedy of the game.
I'm scared. Oh, God. No! Not burning questions.
Okay, you can pause it. So the rules of the game are we're going to ask you questions, and you have to answer
I have the answer.
If you can't answer it, you take a french fry with hot sauce. But if the two other people think you're lying, you also have to take it.
I haven't.
You haven't?
That's a lie.
I think it's a lie, too. Eat up.
Yeah. Well, we got to put a camera on us as well, too, though.
Can I have one of these?
Kennedy, you got to do your little trick, okay, where you put the camera over the game.
Hard.
Yeah, I know. So the pizza rolls are rock hard, but the damn French fries they're frozen. Yeah, I mean frozen.
Ew.
See.
Oh, is a French fry supposed to look like a freaking worm? Okay, which hot sauce?
You get a hold on.
The French fries aren't totally cooked all the way through, but
No, that
They're-
doesn't
Tell
look
us
of a
the
good
truth on
French
this
fry
one.
right there. Hang on here.
It feels like that she took it out of the bag
That's the
and
look
just
of a good
let it
French
sit there
fry.
for an hour.
Ooh.
Thanks,
when
Baxton.
did you have your first
But
kiss?
everyone can
I
see
haven't.
this question for just 30 minutes of just this image.
So which one do I have?
Let's take the question
Yeah,
down and
this
put up
one?
the camera.
Do I have this hot sauce?
Oh.
Which hot sauce
That's
do
all
I
right. Just take
take?
Hold
the question down and
on.
put it up the camera.
Grace, which hot sauce do I take?
Is the hot sauce ranked from least to hottest or no?
Oh my God, these are.
Which one did you have?
I just had a fry. Oh God.
It's a podcast now.
Just a podcast.
Yeah, all they
I heard
can.
you guys yelling through the thing.
Which one do I eat?
You can pick any of them.
So is it?
There it is. Okay.
Huh?
I don't know.
Is it ranked from least to hottest or no?
Nah, they're in a mix.
Oh.
Just take a guess.
He's already out with the
Don't spit it
cheese.
out, Don't spit it out.
All right, he's off.
I know. Baxton can't hang. Here.
Whoa.
I'm handing it to you.
He's
It's
southern.
okay. It's okay.
What?
He's southern too. He can't handle spice.
It's okay. Ooh, that was spicy. Lord have
wimpy of-
mercy.
All right.
Josh,
My-
first kiss.
I don't know, because I got two answers for that one. You want the actual answer or you want my answer?
The actual answer.
Actual answer was 5th grade
I don't believe you.
with Sophia Mercia, I think her name was. And then my answer is in high school with Alyssa Castillo.
Don't say their
Shout out
names.
to all the people.
Why are they doing your name drop?
I said, why do you have two?
Huh?
Why do you have two
What
answers?
have to?
Because I don't everything pre-high school.
I don't blame you, sir. I don't believe you.
I say,
Oh!
Um,
All right, you know what? I'm going to take it.
do it anyway.
Yeah. Because he had the cheese one.
I know. So, do you guys just want to go down the line?
That sounds good. For each question, we got to take one. Oh, we should take one before we answer the question.
Oh, mine was also 5th grade, and that's.
And
the
I
honest
have
answer.
not had mine.
That's okay. I say we do.
It's okay, Baxton. I'll be your.
Yeah.
That's why I cry myself to sleep at night.
Oh, we already got the next question.
Oh wait, we missed a couple.
Okay.
All right, well,
I
I'm going to
kind
have
of
some hot
have
sauce
a
before.
weird answer to this.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I've never failed a class, but I have had to drop out of a class, so I have not failed. So does that count if I had to drop out of the
Were
class?
you failing?
Bax, this is yours.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Water.
Thank you to Frank A. Ruffalo. Creates one of the greatest hot sauces of all time.
Ow!
It is
Oh
absolutely
my God!
burning.
Water.
You want water? What was the question?
Have you failed a class?
Oh,
Have you failed a class?
I don't think I've ever. No,
No.
I can tell you, I've never failed a class.
You're gonna kill me!
We shouldn't have given him a mic. Wait. Oh, we're skipping through it too fast.
It's
I
fine.
have never failed a class, but I was.
And they
failing
just get
one
hotter?
Semester, and I.
They put me in intensive English. That's not failing, but that's like, oh, wow, a smack into the face to me.
I was failing a class last semester, and I needed like a 65. I had a 60. And
Excuse me?
Yeah, I did.
I'm about to go full parent mode right now.
I
How you
did.
gonna do it?
I just didn't do the assignments.
Great! Shame on you!
Assignments were due at 11:59 on a Sunday night, and I was like
Let me-
not doing that.
I know we have this. Do you use the same underwear? But let me ask this question for these college graduates because I have a text from someone in there that they have senioritis for college though. For college?
I have it so bad. I don't want to do anything.
Damn. You Bax?
Senioritis?
Do you have senioritis for your master's program?
No, I just want to
Oh,
be
okay.
done.
Baxton's freaking out.
Do you reuse the same underwear though?
I do not.
Yes.
Thanks, Baxton.
Sometimes I turn them inside out, but if I need to.
Ew.
It's turned inside out.
Baxton, you are so dramatic. This is fine.
No, it's not.
Oh, I gave him a whole French fry full of hot sauce. Okay.
My tongue is
Oh, here's
still
the-
like numb.
He has to take the next one too. You answered the question.
I say, are we changing it to before every question?
See, that one was not that bad. That one actually has a nice taste to it. This one is a Sedilla Marley Booker's Smiling Island Jamaican Red.
Oh! These are all hot sauces that me and Dawn found in the fridge this morning.
These are all hot sauces I've used before.
Are we changing the rules to just like all three of us have to take a French fry before each question?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
So you reuse the same underwear?
I don't think we...
I do not. Baxton flips them inside out.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Who was your first crush?
Ooh.
I haven't answered that. She was in lower school.
And what?
She was in lower school.
What does lower school mean? She was on the shorter bus?
No, like lower school. Like there's lower school, middle school, high school. I didn't.
You answer. Well, you got to answer the question.
Yeah.
I did.
You have to take it before you answer.
You got to take it before you answer, but you answer way too quick.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
All right, I'm afraid to
I
eat.
think this one was the most
Here, you
hot
take
so
it.
far.
I'm not feeding you anymore, by the way.
By the way. Josh, first crush.
Oh my.
Ooh, that one's good.
That one is?
Yeah. This one is the Scorchin' Bonnet or something. Scorchin' Brown. Sorry, Baxter.
Joshua, who's your first crush?
The fifth grade Chris. I would say that was the first one.
Mine?
But shout out to Ayuli Carvajo if you're out there.
Mine was also in fifth grade, but a different guy. My first crush and my first kiss were different people.
Ooh.
Yeah. My first crush.
Spicy.
Spicy.
What
yeah.
are the pizza rolls for?
At the end.
I'm having one.
That was his tooth.
You get.
That was his tooth that broke.
You guys heard that. My first crush was a guy named
What
Owen
the
Burgess,
hell?
and if you're watching this, I still don't like you.
I guess the rules have changed.
What did you do to these?
I cooked them. Kind of.
Are you sure? You break your
What's the
freaking
next
tooth.
question? Because Baxton's about to make my ear
Die.
bleed.
Do you pee in the pool?
Oh, all the time. In the pool? No, not in the pool.
Wait,
Pool's
was
nasty.
this good?
Oh, wait. This one was good. But we're on to the last one anyway, so I got to do...
Wait, we are going all out of order.
All right. This
best
one
one.
looks very hot.
That one does
It's
look
not.
hot.
Ew. You said this is the best one?
It's like a truffle hot
This one
sauce.
is the hot one.
I'm not feeding you again. Yeah, tell me if you like that one or not. You like that? Did you
Truffle
try
hot
it?
sauce.
What's the nasty?
buffalo.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Truffle.
All right, what was the question though?
I would say, do you pee in the pool?
Oh. I can see Baxton doing it.
Baxton's a pool peer.
I'm definitely an ocean peer. 100%.
The ocean you have to pee in.
Yeah.
I'm a shower peer.
I'm ocean and shower, yeah. It's a man thing. It's a man thing.
You ever you ever pee in the tub?
No!
I don't even. I didn't want to use.
That was a lie. Evil fry.
No, I don't pee in the tub.
Oh, I got to give him the hot sauce one too. Oh, wait, I guess it is hot sauce.
No, not that one again.
You want it? You want it? I'll feed you.
Here.
Oh, I know what Baxton's last thing was. He was trying to.
Why I
delete it,
hate
but-
my friends. Oh my.
You asked to play.
I know.
Bax,
I
I
did.
want you to pull up your phone. I want to see the last thing you searched up.
Back to more water. I don't need more water anyway.
I got betting odds on my last search history. I gotta see what the bets are for a Super Bowl.
I don't know what my last search is. Oh, bad root job.
Well,
This is my last.
Josh was asking what it means if you say like your roots are showing, like when your hair is growing out. So I was searching bad roots.
he had some weird videos on him.
What kind of videos are you watching?
Yeah.
What was videos? There's no videos.
Dogs and cats together. Ooh.
Dogs and.
What's next?
We got more questions, bro. We don't got any more hot sauce.
10 questions.
Oh,
But go back through them. What was the last phone fight you had?
It's a fun fight.
When you're like fighting with somebody over text?
I don't fight on the phone.
You don't fight on the phone?
No.
Mine was yesterday.
Oh.
I think we're about to have a man die on set.
Why
So.
did I do this?
You asked to play.
I know I did.
He's a TV participant. Oh, I don't know. What's our last question? Before we have
They got
this man.
significantly spicier. That's how sad they went out of order. Who was your last situationship?
I'm not answering this
I
question.
was gonna say we all know yours. Take a French fry anyway.
I'm not a... No, I'm not a... I can't remember. Hang on.
Yeah, I think he's done for. He's done
I'll
for.
eat it. I'll eat it.
Ooh! His hands are twinkling on that one.
Last situationship?
It's not a situation. Oh! Like,
I never survived that once. Holy guacamole!
oh, he's crying! Hold on.
I don't even remember. It wasn't even this one. Whatever this one is.
I think that one's French.
Use your mic. Say we're going to go to commercial break.
Please, God, help me. We're going to commercial break.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created a foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
South Florida, are you ready? Backed by popular demand, the True Oldies channel presents the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert, Tavares. The Tramps featuring Earl Young. Evelyn Champagne King. The legendary Blue Notes. George McRae. The Cover Girls. The Sugar Hill Gang. Hosted by Denny Terrio. Saturday, March 23rd at Meisner Park Amphitheater in Boca Raton. It's the 1-800-ALARM-ME Saturday Night Dance Fever. Live in concert. Tickets on sale now at TrueOldiesFLA.com. Brought to you by 1-800-ALARM-ME, The Robes Law Group, North Star Memorial Gardens, and Lifegate Acupuncture.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're changing frequencies here, everyone. Welcome back. Wow. Baxton, you have everybody laughing. Denise Marsh, I hope you're feeling better. She says she's homesick and you're making her laugh. So if you ever need a laugh, just tune into the Brooklyn Cafe show. We'll have Baxton eating frozen French fries and I don't know. I think that one pretty much got him. He's washing it down with some ice cream. I'm excited to have our next two guests joining us, and it kind of worked out serendipitously that Freddie's not here as we talk about harmony through menopause. So it's me today, and we've got the amazing Jess Pfeffer joining us and Dr. B. They've got an incredible event happening in Delray Beach at the Opal the weekend of May 3rd through May 5th. And we're all going through it right now somewhere, somehow. I have to say, I'm sitting here with the fan in front of me and lights all around me thinking this is just not a fun stage in life, nor is it your mother's menopause or your grandmother's menopause. These are things that no one ever told me about. So I am excited to bring on Jess Pfeffer and Dr. B to share about their event that they've got coming on. Hi, ladies. Just want to make sure we get all your audio up and going. I am so glad that Jess actually sent the email out talking about harmony through menopause, and I sent it out and I said, oh my gosh, this is such an amazing topic that so many of us need to learn about. We got good? So Jess, thank you. Dr. B, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
This is, Freddie's not here and he's always here and he always is like making a face like, oh gosh, I can't believe we're going to talk about it. So it's kind of nice that it's just the ladies getting to talk about this, because I got to tell you, there is nothing fun about this situationship that I am in with myself. I'm going to rename the situationship with myself because this is just not a fun time in life. So Jess, I don't even think you've probably hit menopause. Why did you find it so important and so necessary to bring the public together and our community together for this?
Sure. Well, hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm not there yet, although there is a chance that it could happen sooner than later. I am 41, and research and kind of finally the conversations have come up. Perimenopause can start in your mid-30s, and I do have a few friends that have been just bringing it up and their mood swings and that, their cycle is a little bit off. And as a holistic practitioner and someone who teaches yoga and wellness, it just has been this topic that as I am approaching my mid-40s and having these conversations, I realized that, people haven't been talking about it. So I did some research and I started to see that there were all these retreats happening in other countries, in Spain, in India, a couple in a few other states. And I thought, why not Florida? Why not beachside resort? I have amazing people in my world that can help with this retreat and give tips, tools, and techniques to get people to understand what it is to be in perimenopause and menopause, and then hopefully guide them in ways to get through it with a little bit more ease and a little bit more harmony.
Oh my gosh. We did a show here a couple weeks ago with all of the girls in the studio, and they talked about of the 28 days, they've got 21 days that are awful. So there's really only 7 days that are good for them. And then I said, once you hit menopause, there are really no days that are good. You're lucky if you get an hour, and Dr. B shaking her head. And Dr. B, you're a physician in Miami, primary care, but you also do a lot of holistic wellness. I'm assuming you do a concierge practice because you're very individually based.
Yes, so I do believe in personalized medical care. And that's why, in addition to doing general medicine, I also do holistic medicine. And over the last 15 years of my career, I've been seeing how perimenopause and menopause can impact the life of my patients, as well as PMS, like you were saying. And during my certification in functional medicine, one of the requirements was to do, they call it the hormone module. And to me, it was a life-changing experience because for so many years, I felt that the resources that I have to treat menopausal symptoms and to support women through menopause were very limited if I only focus on my knowledge from Western or traditional medicine. But by studying functional medicine and having a holistic approach to menopause and perimenopause, I feel that now I have so many tools and resources and techniques and also hope that I can give my patients that are going through this process. And one of the things that I have learned is that it all starts with how we live our lifestyle, like how we live our lives. And depending on how we live our life is also how menopause is going to impact our lives. Because you probably had some friends that they said, oh, I went through the change and I didn't feel it. And then you see other women that go through the change with severe hot flashes and they get significantly depressed and anxious. So for women that have not gone through menopause yet, I think it's still important that we get very knowledgeable about this topic so that we learn that living a healthy life before menopause is going to impact what's going to happen during the process. So I am so happy that I was going to be able to participate in this retreat so I can share these tools and resources with everybody that is interested on having a good experience through menopause. It doesn't have to be, a difficult experience or the end of the world or a miserable time in our life. There is so much knowledge that we have now about women hormones that can make this process easier.
It's so different now. And I said to my mom, I said, why didn't you ever tell me it was going to be like this? And she said, because it was never like that for me. It was never discussed. And I think how so many women, previous generations suffered. And then this study that came out that told them not to do hormone replacement. So it really jaded our generation that we shouldn't. So now going forward, there are so many options on the medical side of it, on the hormones and the bioidenticals and the medical side, but there's so many things that you can integrate, like Jess, you do with coaching on the holistic side of this. How do we merge these two together? Jess?
Sure. I'll jump in about the holistic aspect of it. So kind of like Dr. Barkeen said, as a holistic lifestyle, it's, I don't want to say it's like, oh, obvious, but it's like, yeah, it's what we eat. It is what we put on our bodies, right? Like I remember at some point learning about hormone disruptors and all the lotions and oils and perfumes that we're putting literally on our throat, which is where our thyroid is, which is such a big part of where our hormones get built and processed and cleaned up. So when it comes to putting things on our body and food, then it also has a lot to do with movement, which can be yoga, which of course I'm always gonna, ask or push or say, be curious, what does your yoga look like? Some people think it's that go, 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 and they think that's helping us, but that's actually going to bring our cortisol levels up, which is another hormone, which is a stress hormone, which if we are in that high stress for too long, sure, as we get older, things are going to be harder, whether it's the way our skin looks, our body, our digestion. And going back to hormones, it is going to affect how we go through that transition. And then sleep, another huge component when it comes to, again, that holistic thing. So food, nutrition, what we put on our body, in on our body, also movement, whether that is breath work, exercise, going for a walk, or of course yoga, and then the importance of sleep and making sure right before we go to sleep that our melatonin is bringing us down. So that way when we wake up and our cortisol levels are up, which we need to wake up, we're in this beautiful flow of rest and then, of course, go to the next thing.
Well, let me ask you ladies about that. Sleep is really important, but it's really hard to get a good night's sleep, because there's always, as Jess says, a disruptor. I think there's a hormone disruptor in my bedroom every night. I don't know, I go socks on, then socks come off. And then the blanket comes on and the blanket comes off. And at least women admit to that. They may say, like Dr. B says, I'm fine, I'm not going through anything. But overall, someone will tell you, nights and sleeping, it's rough for a lot of us. What are some, then we'll talk about anxiety, but what are some tips that you can give women on getting a restful night's sleep?
Well, I always tell my patients that I think meditation helps with everything. And that's where I always encourage my patients to start, because you have to start your day serene. You have to prepare all day long to have a good night of sleep. because sometimes people think, oh, but I do my bedtime routine. But the thing is, it's not only what you do those 30 minutes before you go to sleep, but everything that happened throughout your day and how you deal with all that cortisol and the stress throughout the day. So as part of my prescription plan that I give my patients every day, I tell them about mindfulness and meditation. And of course, yoga is a part of mindfulness too. But for most of my patients, I put them on a plan where I recommend that they do at least a guided meditation for at least 10 minutes twice a day. And definitely before bedtime. So that way we can decrease our sympathetic response and the overproduction of cortisol, so that at bedtime, actually our melatonin is the one that is going up and not our cortisol. In addition to meditation, exercise, I think is the best medicine for everything. Exercise not only increases your serotonin levels and endorphin, but also it gives you that kind of like tiredness at bedtime that put you to a more restful sleep. And then there are nutraceuticals that we can use to support women that are going through menopause to help them sleep. And most patients know about melatonin, but there are other nutraceuticals like phosphatidylserine that actually is proven to decrease our cortisol level at nighttime. And that's something that will help you sleep if you're going through a lot of hot flashes. But we have to be honest to our patients and get to the root cause, of why you cannot sleep. Is it because you're anxious, or is it because the hot flash is waking you up? So I definitely recommend meditation for everything.
Or both. Jess, how do you deal with helping women and your clients with anxiety overall? Because that's another big one. While you're trying to regulate this cycle, and for all ages, actually, I think now there's such a higher increase of anxiety, even for men. I'm looking around my studio, and my crew is young. They're in their 20s, and their anxiety is like, and their hormones are pretty much regulated. So with your program, your holistic approach, Jess, how do we do anxiety relief?
Sure. Well, I think it kind of goes back to, and I don't want to say it again, but yes, the yoga and meditation is a part of it. But I also think it's about community. I think a lot of times when we're going through, whether it's anxiety or depression or any like mental health conversations, and then of course those do get, next leveled up during hormonal changes such as perimenopause and menopause, we think we're alone. We isolate, we self, implode in a way, because a lot of times we're scared to speak up. And I will say, with things coming up in the world and so much anxiety and social media, it's like so much in our face. I think it's super important to take breaks from that outside world. So one thing that I recommend is getting off your phone, whether it is, social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, or it's just taking a break from your computer, your work days. It could be 10 minutes, could be a half hour. Get outside, get in nature. Vitamin D is a huge indicator of our moods, which also can cause anxiety. And I also like to add in a term I learned a couple of years ago, but called vitamin N, nature. Getting into nature wherever you are. I know I'm in Atlanta and Dr. Barkeen is in Miami and you are in Boca. So we have different weather and we have different things going on. Here I am in my sweater and you guys are in tank tops. But either way, there's this moment of, what our body wants to do. And we have the tools within. So when we're at that high anxiety level and I start to feel my anxiety go up, I know that it's a time to get off my phone, stop being outward, go inward, take a quick little walk, go outside, look at the trees, look at the colors, smell, just kind of activate your senses. And I think that's a really good way to bring anxiety down.
Jess, I'm in a tank top because I'm almost 57 and I'm sitting here and I'm like this.
Come to Atlanta. You won't be hot in Atlanta, I promise.
I have people writing in that they're up every hour fighting their blankets, fighting their pajamas. So I know this topic is so important. And you've put this entire event together to help so many women. This retreat looks incredible. Tell us about your speakers and what Dr. Barkeen is going to be speaking about at the event.
Sure. So we have 9 speakers in total, Dr. Barkeen and Valeria Espinosa. They will be on a panel. I thought it was really important when planning this retreat to have the holistic wellness approach, which would include yoga, meditation, movement, breath, nutrition, Ayurveda, acupuncture. However, a lot of our practitioners that focus on these beautiful tips, tools, and techniques, it's for an overall lifestyle, right? And health and wellness. I want to ensure to have two experts on the subject in the room, being on call to have those conversations. So when questions come up about HRT and things that are a little bit more medical and or a little bit more resourceful, I wanted to make sure to have those two women with us, which is why Dr. Barkeen and Valeria are a part of the weekend as well.
And Dr. Barkeen, what appealed to you to be part of this Harmony Through Menopause?
Well, I'm very passionate about women's health. Even when I was in medical school in my internal medicine training, they had a women's health track. And I think I have a calling, especially towards women's health. And I think that hormones is something that impacts women in a very powerful way. And just learning that we actually can take control of the hormones, and this time in our lives can impact the health of women forever and in all other areas. Because estrogen before menopause is actually a hormone that protects us against heart disease, which is the leading cause of death in women. So it's not only about treating the symptoms of menopause, but how these hormones also influence our cardiovascular health, our mental health, and our health in general. Because also estrogen helps with our cognition, and we all know that it helps with our mood. So I was very honored to be invited to this retreat. Also because, as Jess was saying, about the power of feeling that you are not alone, and that there is a community of women not only going through these changes, but also there to support. I always tell my patient that it's about healing from the inside out and finding the joy along the way. And I think this retreat is exactly about that. Healing from the inside out, because it's not only about taking the hormone replacement therapy, but also finding the joy, because I think it brings women so much joy to be together and feel supported and have a crying shoulder when you're going through these difficult times in your life, and knowing that there is hope. So I'm very inspired to participate in this retreat, and I know it's going to make a big impact in every woman's life.
I love that you have put this together, because you're so right. It's about community, because a lot of us go home and our kids are grown. So it's you and your spouse. And if your spouse happens to be your husband, they're trying to be supportive, but they can't possibly understand what you're feeling. And then you don't really want to talk about it because you feel like you're complaining. And they're not going to understand anyway, but they try. So to have a group of women in our community all come together and be supportive and say, I'm going through the same thing, maybe different experiences, but we're all going through this together. It's a brilliant idea, ladies.
Thank you so much. I did want to jump in because I know you brought that up about the men, and then my brain's been, I'm a planner, right? So I'm like, okay, I think at one point we'll come together through this retreat, through this weekend with the 9 practitioners and have a little take home for the 20 attendees. So for their partners, whether it's their husband or maybe it's their kids or their fathers or whoever it is that maybe has some questions, we really want to equip these women with something that they could take home and use, and also be able to communicate with people in their lives.
It's really great. And Freddie was saying when we had the other ladies on, your next event or this one could include a men's support group, because while we're going through it, they're going through it, but yet they don't want to tell their friends, oh, my wife is going through this, because it kind of feels like it's, something you keep within your home, but yet they're going through a whole lot on their men hormonal side as well. But then they're trying to help and embrace what we're doing. So that's a great idea, Jess. Some take-home tips.
Well, and also I think women need to know that there is so much new research and body of evidence on how hormones can help women without necessarily impacting their health in a negative way or increasing the risk for breast cancer, depending on the woman, the age, and the situation. Because the pendulum on hormone treatment, I think, is coming back, we went to a little bit of an extreme after the Women Health Initiative study, and all of a sudden, the GYN doctors didn't want to give hormones to anybody. But we have evolved since then and done some other research and other studies, and we realized that it's basically having an individualized approach, and that every woman is going to respond differently to hormones. And maybe not everybody may be a candidate for hormone replacement therapy, but for those women, there are other holistic approaches that we can integrate. For example, there was a study on acupuncture that showed not only the hot flashes improved during the time the women were doing the acupuncture, but even 6 months later, after the treatment, they were still seeing the benefits. Another one was on heart rate variability and heart rate coherence. So there is an institute called the Heart Math Institute, and they have put out a lot of research on how the signals from our heart to the brain, if we can synchronize them and we can decrease our sympathetic response, that can actually not only prevent anxiety, but decrease our hot flashes. So it's beautiful that now there is all this world of knowledge on how we can treat these symptoms from a holistic approach and also from a safe approach. There is also something called the time hypothesis, where we know that depending for how long we use hormone, depend also how protective they can be and what side effects they can have in the future. So I think we could do it in a safe way, and we can help women navigate through perimenopause and through menopause, still preserving their quality of life and having joy and hope.
Such a great idea. Jess, do you still have spots open?
I do. We have 13 spots open, so 7 have already been reserved. And the early bird is until February 22nd. So that price is going to go up after the 22nd. So please make sure you pop on to my website, jessbeffer.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, and it is in the link tree. And just reach out if you have any questions. It's double occupancy, so it's a great opportunity to grab that friend, that relative, that neighbor, and say, hey, listen, we keep kind of having our little off conversations while we're drinking coffee about it, but let's actually immerse ourselves with experts, with community, and the beach is across the street. So this is for anyone from all around the world that maybe just wants a break from your day-to-day life. We have some locals that are coming, that are staying at the hotel, because the idea of this retreat is to be in community the whole time, eating together, laughing, conversations, building a connection around something that's really important and unfortunately not talked about enough.
And I want to go back to what you said about the hormone disruptor. I never thought, until you actually said it, there's so many women with thyroid disease, and that they admit to when they come in studio. They may not be going through menopause, but so many women have thyroid disease. And what you talked about the lotions and what we're putting on our throat and our skincare as a hormone disruptor. Can you talk about that a little bit more? Because that's so important. I don't even think people realize.
Dr. Parkeen, you could probably hit this better than I can.
Yes, so basically, all the hormonal pathways in our body are interconnected. So, for example, in functional medicine, they teach us that before we treat the estrogen and progesterone deficiencies or the sex hormones, we first have to start with our adrenal axis, then with the thyroid, and then if we fix those two and the women are still having a problem with the sex hormones, then we treat those. So it's all interconnected. Unfortunately, there are things that we put in our skin that even when we think they're healthy, they can affect our hormones. One of them, for example, is lavender. So lavender can be what is called an endocrine disruptor. And many women that are feeling anxious, they may be putting lots of essential oils in their skin containing lavender, and that can actually affect how our body processes our hormones. And I also recently did a module through my functional medicine certification called the environmental and detoxification module. And we are in day-to-day exposed to heavy metals. We are exposed to pesticides in our foods. And all of that, unfortunately, affects the hormones. You know, they make jokes in the lectures about thyroid. You know, what doesn't affect your thyroid? Because it can be everything. So living a life where we eat organic foods and we try to exercise and breathe a clean air, and we filter our water, and we have good nights of sleep to help our body detoxify, because unfortunately we cannot remove ourselves from our environment. But by living a healthy life, we can support the detoxification process in our body. And actually, there are women that are going through perimenopause and having significant hot flashes, and we realize.
Oh no.
That their liver cannot detoxify well, and that's why they're having all.
We're just having some technology problems. And I'm so glad that you bring that up, because who would have even thought, right? We spray our pillows with lavender, we go to bed with lavender, and that would be one thing I would, like the lotions on my throat I would get. I would have never thought about lavender. So interesting. So before we wrap up, I found cheat codes I wish I knew at 20. So here's one. When you think something nice about someone, let them know right then. You guys have a cheat code or something you wish you knew at 20 that you know now?
One, I'll say, I wish I knew at 20 that I should still be washing off my makeup and washing my face and doing all the moisturizers, even though I was so beautifully blessed from my Cuban side that just didn't really have to worry about that. So now I'm in my 40s and think I'm doing okay, but now I'm like making up for all those times with like very natural, because of course I am going to be very careful what I put on my body, but now I am. So yeah, that would be my advice to my 20-year-old self.
Dr. Barkeen?
I wish I knew about meditation when I was 20. Unfortunately, I did not discover the world of mindfulness and meditation until I have my second child. And thank God at that time I found meditation. But I wish there was something that I have known all my life. And I think it would have prepared me better for being a physician and motherhood. And I teach it now to my children, to my friends, to everybody I know, because it's a tool that we always have with us. Our breath and our power to meditate and be mindful is something that we don't depend on anybody to give to us. That's that power of healing that resides inside of us. So I definitely wish I knew it from before, but I'm very, very grateful that I have that tool now and that I can share with everybody I meet.
You ladies are amazing. Here's one more. Write down 3 things you're grateful for before bed. Read them out loud when you wake up. Goes through gratitude and meditation, things that we wish we had done at 20. Hopefully we can inspire the next generation and the generations coming up to be open and be a supportive community for women and men, to support each other, because we're all going through something out there, and the environmental toxins aren't getting any better. We can't take ourselves out of the environment, but we can certainly find some tips and tools and strategies to help support each other. Thank you so much for joining us. Jess, again, more information, go to your website.
Yes, please go to my website. It is May 3rd through the 5th at the Opal Grand Resort in Delray Beach, and those spots are filling up. So definitely jump on there, and if you have any questions, just send me an email and we'd love to answer them for you.
Thank you. And Dr. Barkeen, people who are local in the South Florida area, how do they find you, reach you?
Yeah, you can search Dr. Barkeen or Eudaimonia Miami. And I would love to have patients from Boca. And I also do virtual visits. So it would be my pleasure to have some new patients from your area for a holistic approach to menopause and wellness and prevention in general.
That is amazing, because it is not easy to find a medical doctor, if anyone is looking for one, that balances women's health, hormones, thyroid, all in one place, because normally you have to go to all your specialists, and it's not hard to find someone that's going to oversee and sort of be the quarterback of our health while we're being our own advocates. So thank you for all that you ladies are doing. And I hope when you come down in May, Jess, we get you here live in studio. If you're down before that, let us know. And maybe we can get Dr. Barkeen up here to Boca as well.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful weekend. I look forward to
You
seeing you.
too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Barkeen.
Wow. So see, serendipitously, as things work out, Freddie's not here, and we get to have a nice, honest conversation for women who are out there. There is a community out there to support you. We are always here hoping to provide all the education and different resources. Harmony Through Menopause. You can find it at jesspfeffer.com. And, of course, right here in the studio, we'll give you more information. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I think the guys are going to give us some more music as we get ready to roll into our weekend and Super Bowl weekend that it is. More to come, 888-994-4995. Studio A, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Breaking news, aliens have finally made contact with. Welcome to the AMP Media Studios here in beautiful downtown Boca Raton.
In conjunction with True Oldies Radio South Florida, AMP Media Productions is here to help amplify your impact in business and to bring greater awareness to our community. Give us a call, 866-224-5422. We'll see you soon at the cafe.
And like I always say, come on down and visit us and don't be late. Oh, no.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. I am so glad today we got an early start. Where are we headed anyway?
Who knows? Wherever this glorious day takes us, and we'll take Don Pablo along too. Rich and flavorful with low acidity and notes of caramel. No matter where you're going or where you end up, Don Pablo never disappoints.
Excuse me, is that Don Pablo coffee?
Sure is.
Do you have any more?
Sure do. Baby, hop in.
No matter where life takes you, Don Pablo Coffee is always there to pick you up.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for Grandpa I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the AMP Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. You can see their faces on our crew, and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back as we get ready to wrap up today's show. Don't forget to like us on our social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and enter yourselves to win this amazing, beautiful Valentine's Day basket that we've got right here. It's a little bit of cafe merch for you. Actually, this mug, when you pour hot liquids in it, zoop, you get the Brooklyn Cafe logo in it. So anything hot liquid, it is a mood-changing mug. Again, for all you ladies in menopause and your moods are changing like mine, maybe you can get a mug. You've got some tea, coffee, and cookie dough to sort of get you all ready for the holiday spirit. So thank you again to Jess Pfeffer and Dr. Barkeen for joining us as their event is May 3rd through 5th, Harmony Through Menopause at the Opal Grand in Delray Beach. I know we've got a great weekend happening right here in South Florida, but before we head out, we've got some music of Baxton and Josh. They're going to take us out, wrap up our weekend. Have a wonderful Super Bowl, everyone. Stay safe. I hope you don't all have Super Bowl-itis on Monday. We're fully open, so come on down. Join us at the studio one day. Check us out because we're on Google Maps with over, thanks to all of you, 40,000 views just on Google alone. So have a wonderful weekend. The guys are going to take you out, and we will see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
Hit the lights.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Spectacles.
Pooja, hit the lights.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing a craze.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's all problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
Yes, it is. How was your day?
Very good. How was yours?
It was a little spicy.
Why when he was a young warthog.
When I was a young warthog.
Very nice.
Thank you.
He found his aroma like a curtain appeal. He could clear Savannah after every meal.
I'm a sensitive soul, though I seem thick-skinned. And it hurts that my friends never stood downwind. And oh, shame!
He was ashamed!
Not a change in my name!
Not a changing his name!
And I got downhearted.
How did it make you feel,
every
Pumbaa?
time that I...
Pumbaa! Not from the kid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing a craze. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Come on, it's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata.
I think this was a successful show.
Yeah, very successful.
We didn't have
No
Mr.
tears?
Lord Fredward, but we had Lady Dawn in the house.
Lady Dawn. Clap for Lady Dawn.
Hey, who you got in the Super Bowl?
I don't do sports.
Who do you got in the Timon Bowl? All right, I guess we're gonna wrap up the show because we have Baxton's mom
Hi,
calling.
Mom, I love you. I'm on air.
Okay.
Love you, Mom.
Who is
My
that?
mom said she loves me. How nice.
Okay. Well, you didn't tell your mom I said I love her too. Woo! All right, what's the special words?
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna the rest, pal. A good avocado. Okay, cut it off.
All right, bye, people. Have a good night.
Bye-bye. Love you all. Peace and love.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.